for Barcelona.
Guys, let's jump into it. The news I want to talk about first and foremost. Actually, it's a budding feud. If it's not already there.
On a friendly side.
No, I don't think
definitely
so.
not.
For
friendly.
the cameras, at least.
It's a lot of mudslinging going on.
Between Red Bull and Mercedes. So the story has come out that Red Bull has poached, is that the right term? Poached another 5 of the Mercedes technical team in order to come in and kind of jump to start their whole...
But in this case, the jumping ship.
Yes. In order to kind of jumpstart their power unit manufacturing, etc. division. So they've picked up a number of key players. So Mercedes head of manufacturer Steve Blewett is to become Red Bull's power unit production director. Electronics team leader for Mercedes will be Red Bull's head of powertrains, electronics, and ERS. Mercedes power unit concept team leader. I want that job. Is to become Red Bull's head of mechanical design, among other things. Yhancy, what the heck is going on?
But wait. This is
out of all
people.
of this.
This is like out of like 100 people.
Well, they're trying to get 100 people.
Jeez.
Or they approached 100 people.
They approach 100 people. What's going on is that Red Bull is...
But wait, Jens, and they still don't want Wellington?
Right? You know what's going to happen? I'm going to fill in the Mercedes.
You're gonna jump ship to Mercedes.
Yes.
I don't get it. This is a crime against humanity.
All right, so Yhancy,
It's a travesty.
walk us through. Enough patting me on the back, guys. Let's walk us through this whole thing.
Feeling better yet?
Not yet. No, I need a little more actually.
Christian, he's your guy.
Yeah.
The main guy.
All right, let's get to it.
All right. So, yeah, and what's happening is that Red Bull are, freaking, should I say what, sharpening their horns and just charging at Mercedes in every way possible, on track, off track, criticisms, and Mercedes is throwing it back. So, Toto Wolff's answer to all of this is, meh. That's all it is. Here's his quote. It says, I find it admirable that Red Bull is taking on the project. There's certainly a Mount Everest to climb. Nothing has changed in HPP, which is Mercedes engine division. We have 900 employees, and probably we lose 10 or 15. It's pretty normal and mostly manufacturing staff. So he's making it seem like it's not a really big deal.
So when Toto Wolff said that Red Bull is taking on the project, what project is he talking about?
I'm sorry?
What Toto Wolff in the quote that you read said that they're taking on the project.
They're taking on the project
of beating Mercedes, or is that the project of creating their own
engine division? And at this point, what they're doing is they're creating their own division to maintain the current Honda engine. So basically, not to develop it, but just to take care of it and build it for the next up season. But what this does also is that it creates, because they're literally building an entire building just for that department. So they're hiring people. So in the future, even if they bring in, let's say, a Cosworth or another engine manufacturer, they have the facilities for them to work right there next to the factory, so the engine and chassis departments can work together. And that is super important for Red Bull, because then that makes them a quote-unquote works team instead of being a customer team. Meaning Red Bull is investing in their F1 program like a manufacturer would, like an OEM would. So they're in it for the long haul. They're not spending all this money just to be in for the next 2 or 3 years. They're going to be an engine manufacturer. They're going to be a works team. They're going to be highly competitive. I think what you're seeing this year is just the beginning of it.
It's the prelude. Ruben, any thoughts on their poaching before we move on to the other aspects of this feud?
No, it's just, I know Red Bull were criticized before when they bought Jaguar, because they did something similar. I started signing people from other teams and stuff like that. So this is nothing new for Red Bull. And
it's nothing new in F1, to be honest with you.
So what?
There's nothing new in F1 either.
Yeah. So it worked for Red Bull. in the back in the day. So hopefully this works for them as well. And I guess money's key. They're throwing money at these people. That's the only what you're offering these new people that are jumping ship. Well, a better position, a better title, and obviously more money. So
I think there was a quote by Lewis Hamilton a few years back. Almost dismiss. I think it was right before or right after he signed with Mercedes, almost dismissing the Red Bull team and saying no, they're just an energy drink company.
yeah, something like that.
Oof.
Meaning that they're not really serious players
They're still there, though.
in the F1 game, but they've won 4 championships. They have a winning pedigree. They have a great team, and now with this investment in the powertrain, again, it's just starting as to upkeep and maintain the Honda IP or the Honda engine, but the quotes coming out of Milton Keynes, especially Christian Horner, is that it is a step in the direction where they can build their own engines, their own Red Bull tagged engines, be it them or be it in partnership with a third-party engine manufacturer like a Cosworth.
So beyond that piece of information, then kind of weave into a couple of other things, right? So Lewis Hamilton has mentioned that he wants his contract done during the summer break or before the summer break. Beyond that, there is also talks about potentially Valtteri Bottas losing his seat sometime during the season. Do you guys remember what his response was?
It's bullsh.
No,
Red Bull,
that's exactly.
ish.
Yeah,
bullish.
and I think he chose his words wisely. And he also said that there's only one other team that does that on the grid. Mercedes is not one of them.
Woo! Or is not the one?
Not the one. And who's the other team? Who is the team that famously kicks their drivers out in the middle of the season?
AlphaTauri.
Yeah. There's a reason why he said bull and ish at the beginning of that.
I think you should have a recording next time and say this all the time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, it could be just another rumor started up by another camp. We've seen that before in F1. Could be, Mercedes just throwing that out there just so it can get into the media and, the media can ask the question, what's going on, or Red Bull saying that Bottas could be in danger of, there's so many different scenarios. The other thing that came up this weekend is Hamilton bringing up Red Bull's flexible bending of the wing. I have a quote here from.
He's missed a quote today. Dude.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
bro.
He's prepared.
Yeah. So Hamilton, where is this quote? Okay, so yeah,
He's talking about how
in an interview, the Red Bull cars are really fast on the straights. They have this bendy wing on the back of their car, which they put on today. They gain at least 3/10 from this wing.
wow,
That's a lot of time.
that's a lot of time.
So it will be quicker down the straights than us, and it will be hard to keep them behind. But that doesn't mean it will be impossible. Obviously, the FIA has looked into this. No wrongdoing. But, I mean, again, it's
do we
just...
see Mercedes having this thing been doing soon? If it works for them.
I think that's all materials, but I don't know. I just think it's just a lot of mudslinging going on just to see what can get under their skin.
It's funny. Well, number one, of course, Hamilton and Mercedes. Oh no, we're not that good. Red Bull so much faster. Just another example of their Eeyore shtick, right? And then number two, that number 3/10. Isn't that number familiar? Wasn't that the amount of time that Verstappen was losing due to the differential?
Yes.
In the first race, so it's weird how we get these numbers come. Oh my God, it's 3/10, and Hamilton or Max was losing 3/10.
I think
but now
Helmut
they're gaining
Marko
3/10.
threw out like half a second.
Yeah.
Also, I forget what they were talking. It's just a lot of mudslinging. It's actually fun for us.
Yeah,
Of course.
it's like the WWE. It's amazing. It's like,
It's awesome. And it's great material for Netflix.
yeah. If you smell,
Yeah, I kept thinking. I didn't remember how it started. I didn't remember how the saying started. I'm going this way, I'm going this way. Like, how does this go? How does it start? And I can't remember.
What?
But, you know, at the end of the day, right, the results on the track are what matter. So they could poach all the talent they want. They can say whatever they want back and forth, but who's producing right now?
Well, I'll tell you what. This is when leadership is key. And just like I said, Toto Wolff's demeanor is, bring it on. And it's the same way with Lewis Hamilton. You know, in the interviews afterwards, he's like, I love this competition. It's great. Bring it on. And he's obviously coming out on top.
When you are the king, does it really matter what the peasants are saying?
Listen, no, it really doesn't matter. And to quote from one of the greatest TV shows on the face of this earth, if you come for the king, you best not miss. And
Are you talking about Blue's Clues?
The Wire, my friend, The Wire.
I got a question for you, Yhancy.
Yes.
This bend wing thing that Hamilton, allured to or whatever. When did he say that? After the race?
Yeah, I believe so. No, it's a Saturday evening. He said
I
it.
was gonna say,
So it was right after qualifying. Mm-hmm. He said it on Sky.
when he was so close to during qualifying, or
Well,
was it close to to Max or to see it?
we can maybe.
In the race, he was.
Maybe he did
Because,
an Inspector Ham, like Inspector Seb.
Exactly.
Yeah, just took a quick look.
Or he got a feed from the from the
yes.
spike from the what is it, the
When
spike photographer.
When I say this, because he has to be running to see the bending thing on it because the car is parked.
No, but they have video going into
but it wasn't Hamilton that lured to it, so he had to come from.
Well,
somewhere
he's the
else.
one that
Because Horner
brought.
said
I
that.
mean, obviously it came from somebody else, but he brought it up on TV. You know, and all the news outlets are going to pick up on that. It's F1, baby. This is what makes it interesting.
All right. Hey guys, this is Wellington from the Jump to Start Racing crew. Before we start, I want to make sure to tell you to destroy that like button and to make sure to hit subscribe to be up to date with our episodes and clips. Please make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Our handle on both platforms is @JumpTheStartF1. See you there.